Hi, welcome to Get Personal with Finance. Today, I want to share with you the two things that parents do that set their kids up for financial failure. So as a practicing financial professional for as long as I have, obviously I've worked with parents, and being a parent myself as well too, I realize these are the two common mistakes that parents make that contribute to why our kids that later become young adults and college students and then career professionals, why they will struggle with their finances, or they're set up to fail in their personal finances and make mistakes that are lasting. And it has to do with two words, and these are the two mistakes. One is the word of avoidance, and the other second word is assumption. So let's start with the first mistake and the first word, avoidance. And so when we avoid a topic, especially something as important as personal finance, it doesn't get better. It doesn't automatically get better. It doesn't work itself out. It just compounds to being where it's always better to address it early on than addressing it later. It's less effective later, because when you do it sooner, you can do it in smaller sizes, I guess, and start with basic conversations around saving, prioritizing, spending, and then obviously you graduate to debt, financing and education, financing a large purchase of a car, a startup business, a side hustle, to a house, right? So it gets all the way to that level. But personal finance is a topic that we're always learning, right? It's one that it consistently gets better as we work at it and we're more conscious and aware of it. And as we take actions around saving more, building good habits, investing more, learning, getting good information, working with better tools and resources, getting professional help, or getting our friends and colleagues to support what we're doing in terms of our savings goal to save enough for X, Y, and Z. So that's got to stop. Like me being a parent, I have to take responsibility for my kids to make sure that they are as responsible and as accountable as possible, so they don't make mistakes that cause them headaches and stress in the future, or it hurts other people as well too. Or let's just say they get someone else involved in their life, and now that person's also responsible for their poor financial decisions, etc. So you see the ripple effect there. It's really, really important that, again, avoiding talking about personal finance, a learning experience as we deal with bills, expenses, decisions to go on vacation, not go on vacation, buy this versus that, moving, relocating, buying a bigger house, a smaller house, right? These things are really important to engage our kids and engage our family, let alone just doing it ourselves, right? So really, really important. It reminds me of a client. He's a pastor, and he's always like, John, a family that prays together stays together. In my opinion, as well, to add to that, is that a family that embraces personal finance, that talks about it, that shares the responsibility, grows together as well too, and in a very positive way. Because again, finance is a responsibility, and as a family unit, it should be something that is discussed, it should be shared, and it should be open. So that's my professional opinion, and it's one that I hope you would take to heart. The other word is assumption. It's something we do a lot. And you know this as a parent, and even myself as a professional, when I assume certain things get done and I don't really check on it or follow up, it comes back to bite me. And so I'm kind of really anal on some of the details in my office. People that work here, they know, because I want certain things to get done, I will make sure I follow up to make sure, hey, second confirmation, is it done yet? Just to check in, because that's really important, let alone a very important topic of finance, right? Because when our kids, like us, when we make money, well, what do we do with it, right? Making money, saving money, spending it, investing it, protecting it, right? So there are all, and borrowing, right? So there are all these areas that are really important for us to talk about. And when we assume that our kids would automatically, I guess, figure it out or know the answers, that's just being naive, right? It's not good. And so we want to make sure that we take ownership of this as a parent, as a person that knows more, who's older, I guess, that we want to pass on to share. This is one of those things where oversharing is not a bad thing, in my opinion. I think the more you open up and share, obviously be thoughtful about it, of course. You don't want to overshare where you're inundating your kids, but it's good to engage them, right? To get them to participate. But again, do not assume that they know it. Also, don't assume that they're not smart enough to understand the information. And there's a magic that I've learned, something about sharing the information and teaching, that it gets you to learn the information even better as well too. It helps you absorb it and really understand it better. So it's really important that we share the information, right, with our kids. And so do not assume that they already know, or that they're gonna get that information from somebody else better, or they're gonna get good information. So again, avoidance and assuming when it comes to personal finance for ourselves, let alone our kids, is dangerous. I mean, imagine, like, let's just say my own personal finance. I just assumed that, oh, things would be fine and I don't have to worry about this and that with my own personal finance. And I'm just gonna avoid, taxes or various topics because I'll worry about it later down the line and procrastinate till the very end, like around tax day or January 1st, and think about, gee, how can I offset some of my income from last year now? It's too late because now it's in a new calendar year. You can't do anything because the year's already passed, is a good example. So again, a lot of the things I realize, when it comes to personal finance, the two A words that is like the root of a lot of problems when it comes to people's finances and including my clients and myself, where I would get into trouble is if I'm assuming and if I'm avoiding it. It doesn't, again, it doesn't go away. So anyways, as you know, this passion project of mine, I built a learning community, and we have workshops at Cal State Fullerton. All the information is available to the public, including parents as well too. You just gotta sign up, fill the form. So it's because I'm an active professional, I can't share things in the open. So you can directly download it. So there's got to be some filter, right? Because it's private. And so it's not misrepresented as advertising. Again, none of what I do is here to generate income for me, my company, anything like that. It's pure pro bono work, and it's free for everybody. There's no strings attached. I'm not selling affiliate links or promotion or sponsor, none of that. So anyways, so I hope you join our learning community to get access to everything, so you can vet the information for yourself and share that with your kids, share that with any other parents as well too, or anybody that you know that can benefit. So we can stop this cycle of parents making the mistake of, again, avoiding the topic and assuming the topic of personal finance, that it works itself out, and that by avoiding it also works itself out. And again, it's like saying, like, I'm gonna leave my kids' success to chance. I don't know many parents that would say that. They would do everything they can to put the odds in, like for me, I'm speaking for myself as a parent, I would do everything possible to put the odds in my kids' favor, to make sure that they are as prepared as possible, they're as knowledgeable as possible, that they learn from their own experiences and mistakes, and that they would be in the best position to succeed, right? In the real world, and when I'm not around, right? So that they're responsible and they're thoughtful, they're critical thinkers, and they have a good basis in finance, and of course other topics as well too, but just focusing on personal finance. So with that, I hope you join our private learning community. It's now available to parents as well too. All you have to do is sign up, and you get an instant access to all the tools and resources that are available. So I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.